Yo, what up guys, welcome to your one-stop shop. For Cops, this is Kevin, and today I wanted to cover a running shoe that was claimed to match any running style from the Reebok website. I know I don't have much classics info this week because I really wanted to go into running shoes. I know I've been saying for a while that I wanted to get another running shoe, but I really haven't gotten the chance to kind of wear down the running shoes that I have right now, so I guess I really don't need any running shoes right now. I still want to dive into this and see how it might play into my future. Guys, I'm talking about the fast Flexweave. It claims to be the bridge between the older, more structured materials and the newer, less structured materials that don't give you as much support. So let's see if it meets that claim. The biggest engineering claim about the fast Flexweave is that it has tailored Flexweave in specific zones. So particularly in the midfoot, it has this zone of Flexweave which claims to be good for stability. I know that that's a portion where sometimes running, casual shoe companies forget to put some support there, so if you have to run in a pinch, it really doesn't support you there. Really, I wanted to put out my take because I feel like this is sort of like a running version of the Nano 8, which is claimed to be the best Nano yet, and I feel like a lot of people definitely feel that way. It has the same material as the Nano 8, but it uses it in different ways, so I feel like it has a little bit less Flexweave because it needs less containment, and the heel cup looks similar, but really it's not much of a cup in general. It's just more of like a tiny bit of a layer for a little bit more containment, not as much as on the Nano 8. The sole looks like a Z print where they had the nodes for traction, but these nodes on the fast Flexweave are actually just tiny traction pads with like tiny little finger pads on the end of it to make it look like it has traction, but really it doesn't have those deep grooves that that the Z print has. The shoe is a little bit confusing because it has a lower cut and it claims to have that for transitions, but that's the weird part because you don't really need to transition that much when you're running. You're mostly just running forward unless you're switching between doing sprints and jogging, so I really don't understand this part of the shoe. Really, I think this means that the shoe is geared more towards workout than a consistent long distance run. And this is true because the traction that's there and the cushion that's there isn't that thick, so it's really made for shorter distance runs, maybe something lower than a 5K. Really, my favorite part of the shoe is that it seems to be lower cut and also closer to the ground, so without all this unnecessary cushioning for long distance runners, for short distance runners I feel like you have an advantage. Especially if you're on a track team or if you're running track for high school, I feel like this might be a short distance shoe to go for. For long distance runners though, I feel like you might want to stay away from this shoe and possibly go for something like a float ride. A lot of people who are like die-hard fans of Reebok might say, oh, you can bring this from the gym to the street, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I don't think I would necessarily wear this out as a casual shoe, even if I'm done wearing it as a running shoe. There are other shoes that can do that, and I think maybe the Flow Ride is one of my favorite shoes for that, and the Z Print originally was one of my favorite shoes for that, but this looks a little bit too stiff for the streets. Guys, thanks for stopping by your one-stop shop. For Cops, don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe comment down below if you think that the additional stability was necessary, or if you don't think it's necessary. I want to hear from you guys about your perspective. If any of you guys run, just let me know. See you guys.